Hey, I'm Rihanna Stark. I'm from Geeks of Color. How are you?
I am bloody marvelous. Thank you for asking.
Nice, I like that. Better than me, but I'll take it. Cool, cool. So, so I was talking to Mila, and she said that what drew her to this movie specifically was the strong female character, but also just the action sequences. So my question was, how do you like the movie was exciting from the get-go. So how did you keep that up on set? Like, what was the atmosphere like?
Um, the atmosphere was exciting on set. I'm sure Mila told you, we were shooting on all these real locations. We didn't shoot this against a green screen on a studio backlot. We
Mm-hmm.
went to these kind of epic locations in the middle of South Africa and Namibia, very remote, where the cast and crew are living in tent villages. There's intermittent water. There's no cell phone reception. There's no internet.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
so everyone was bonded together, because we were living like that for several months. So it built a huge amount of camaraderie between the cast and crew. And then the cast were very, very committed, and I think being on these real locations kind of made all the action seem real to them. They didn't have to kind of imagine the heat and the dust of being in the desert, because guess what? They were there and they were living with it. And I think for all of the actors, it brought a new sense of reality and a new dimension of reality to the action scenes. I think it made the action scenes easier, actually.
Obviously, this isn't your first fantasy and video game film. Would you say that that's what made this stand out from the others, just the on location aspect of it?
Absolutely. I've never shot a movie like this before. On the Resident Evil movies, we shot in lots of kind of cool locations, but they would tend to be more of the derelict cement factory kind of
Mm-hmm.
location. This is the first time I've gone to really remote locations, lived in those remote locations, and shot in them. And it was challenging. The tents would blow away at night. People would freeze. We'd have spiders and scorpions and snakes all over the place. So it was challenges that we'd never dealt with before. But then the upside was these beautiful landscapes that create this fantastical world that the audience is immersed in. And I think the fact that the landscapes are real makes the world feel real.
Mm-hmm. No, and I understand like that's definitely, especially for a film this big, it's really important to feel grounded. So I actually came to this movie as an outsider. I've never even heard of the game Monster Hunter. So what can fans of the video game expect from this movie, and what could people like me who've never even heard of it, what can they expect? What can they get from this?
Well, I think the movie is designed to appeal to both audiences, both to the hardcore fans of the game and also people who have never heard of Monster Hunter the game and maybe don't even play game. You can come to it as either member of the audience, and I think really enjoy a kind of fun action adventure movie. For fans of the game, they'll recognize loads of details from the video games that are impeccably rendered. We worked very closely with the creators of the games to make sure that we got the creatures exactly right, the locations right, the weapons right, the armor right. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
everything is spot on how it is in the game. Um, if you don't know anything about the game, it doesn't matter. It just looks really damn cool. And you
Yeah.
have Mila's character to kind of follow in there. She's becomes like an avatar for the audience because she's the newbie. She's the person who goes into the movie and into the world of monsters, not knowing anything about the monsters. And
Mm-hmm.
essentially that's the audience's position as well. So you're seeing very much this world through her eyes, and she becomes kind of the audience's avatar. So I think for both audiences, for gamers and non-gamers, it's a really fun, epic action adventure movie.
Yeah, it was very epic coming from a non-gamer. So I think that's all the time I have. But thank you so much for the opportunity and happy holidays.
And to you, cheers.
Thank you.